Hey guys, it's Rhinolonghorn here, and today I am back in Empyrion. This time I have something a little bit different. I would like to do a build time-lapse for you guys. The build I'm going to be working on today is a hover miner that uses one of the multi-turrets. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I actually plan to put two of them on facing downward. Spanj inspired me to do this in his last video, and so I'm going to build his miner idea. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get straight into it. As you can see, the build is now done. Now it's not textured yet, but hopefully it should function as is without any physical modification. So texture will just be for decoration. But now I think we're gonna go give it a shot and see how well it does, and see if we need to make any modifications to it. Real quick, there's like a top-down view. It looks kind of like a spider, so I'm thinking about calling it that. As you can see, it's armed with 4 Gatling turrets. It has 2 drills here to drill the ground. We have a bunch of big hover thrusters underneath. Docking ports on the front because I don't think it could dock any other way. I don't want to put docking ports on the bottom because then it won't work. And we happen to have, if I really quick get this on, exactly a 320,000 container. And to show how close to 320,000 we are, let me grab some extensions real quick. So if I destroy a block, if I now go over here, you can see I'm missing, it's not to 300, or it's actually a 32,000 container. You can't get to 320 in a hover vessel. And then if I place that block back, then it's 32,000. Before I continue to texture it, here is the stats. And then if I go to CPU statistics, I forgot to put the other extenders back in, so I'll have to go do that in a second. Now let me see if I can get 2 T3 extenders in here. We're moving, and we're moving pretty well. Now side to side's pretty sluggish, but other than that it's good. It behaves about like you would think a big old mining vessel should, except that it turns pretty easily. And then it has a max speed of 50 meters per second, which I think is the maximum that hover vessels can go. You can see I have spotlights, and I'm actually thinking about adding a couple more spotlights. Okay, there we go. There's some spatial awareness lights. You can respawn here. It has a medical station and a clone chamber and everything like that, and it's designed for a maximum of 3 people, though I'm sure you could fit another seat in here if you wanted. It's made for 2 passengers and a pilot, and the 2 passengers are to use these 2 drills here. So then you can have the pilot driving around, and then the 2 passengers and the 2 drills. If I go to access, well, first I'm on an auto group because I've changed some stuff, but now if I go to access my harvest, if I can find it, here we go, then you can see it's now 32,000, and if I now go and put combat steel blocks in, there's 32,400 combat steel blocks. And as you can see, we can still move around and turn alright. The turning has gotten a little more sluggish. The movement is still pretty good. And as you can see, the entire thing is made up of pretty much just container extensions to try and get this to work. As you can see, it holds its own weight and can move around just fine. Like here, just went right over that rock. I see no problems. I wish there was a deposit on this world, but since there's not, I'll just show you guys what that would look like. So grab a drill turret, and this thing's pointed straight down. So it's just a case of digging straight down. You can see it's digging all around, though. This is sometimes a glitch that happens, is there'll be like floating blocks, but as you can see, it cleared out a huge area pretty fast. And then there's another drill so somebody else could drill too. That was a good example of why I put the hover engines all the way out on these legs, and this one might even need to be extended further, is because when you get over a deposit like this, sometimes you can clear a massive hole underneath your ship, and then you're kind of in trouble, because otherwise, if your vessel wasn't out on legs like this one is, your entire thing would just sink down into the ground, and that would not be good. All in all, it performs about how I would like, if not a little bit better. I might even be able to remove some thrusters, or set some to signal logic. I might set up some signals and put some switches on the wall, really just start to decorate. Let me drive home, and then I'll start decorating right now. I've added a little bit of an interior into this thing, not much. I just added a couple switches, some lights, a couple of switches for the exterior lights for drills, for the constructor, and for the ramp signals here, which is really weird. I think this is inverted. Let me really quickly fix this. And then I added this kind of decoration thing. It says drill status online, drill progress 23%, drilling in progress. And I'm thinking about only turning this on when the drills are on. Then I have this messages board, just for fun, basically. And that's about it. Really dramatic lighting in here. I'll set it to day, and let's start the time lapse. Okay, so the tank is, I believe, complete, unless I see any final modifications that I would like to make. But here it is textured. You can see most of it's just this black kind of armor, tough looking texture, and I thought that was just fine. Kind of support pieces have this, and there's red highlights everywhere, some piping, and then on the interior here, you can see I've mostly the same as the outside, just a little bit of decoration, and then again the moody lighting, and there's my alt, red highlights in here as well. So let me do a fly around real quick. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of the ship and the texture. I think it looks pretty good. I am deciding to call it the spider, and you can see it kind of looks like one with the little abdomen on the end. It doesn't have 8 legs, it only has 4, but I think that makes a lot more sense anyway. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, and I know it isn't the prettiest build. First of all, it's a miner. Second of all, I'm not super good at building. I think you could use the excuse that it's industrial, so it doesn't need to be super pretty. So this is the Spider Hover Miner. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and Spanj, if you're watching this for whatever reason, thank you so much, and it's kind of an honor. Watched your videos for several years, and you're the one who really convinced me to get this game in the first place. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!